sisters. Slip arsenic in your corn liquor. Two bigger L's than the Arby nigga. From Pappy, Maze in the past, the Maze in the church was vacant. Preacher with Bobby, trap in the basement. I'm laughing, just imagine the Sleepy Beauty had herpes. For hip hop. There's a lot of God references in the albums, man. Is hip hop going back to God?
Was very interesting.
Or it could be a sign of the times.
Right.
That's true. That's true.
Could be telling you it's time to get spiritual again because the end is coming. The end is near. We all see it. Yeah. We feel it.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. Who want to go first, man?
It's made the fact that you started with that kind of gives it away. There was a statement that was made. I forget who said it. Was it Jermaine Dupri was complaining about what happened to the soul? So it was like a lot of these singers back in the day, they used to come out of, singing in choirs and stuff like that. So they had a lot of soul with them. That's what they're talking about. And you can see that that's kind of been the same with a lot of albums I've heard this year. A lot of people make a lot of references towards their faith. They're different because it's been J.I.D talking from a Christian perspective, but I've also heard the other one speaking from an Islamic perspective as well, talking about their actual, how they think about things, how they're relating with the scriptures. And that's what this album is really about to me. That whole conflict, trying to speak it and, live it and trying to read it and then not following through with
yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what he keeps bringing, that vibe that keeps coming. That's like the recurring topic.
The struggle of knowing. Yeah. I got my notes. When I went back to my notes, remember that guy? Like, I try to make it fast as possible. All right. The first song is featuring West Side Gun, You Ugly. Yeah, for an intro, it's pretty dope. It's not nothing like that blew me away. Like, oh my God, did you just hear that? It doesn't have replay value. However, I still give that particular song a 10 out of 10 because it was just a dope way to, and I wasn't expecting West Side Gun and J.I.D to team up. So I liked it, that one. Glory. I don't know if you guys know the story behind Glory. He had to clear the sample with a gospel group, and he had to actually sit down. His mother made the call. He had to actually sit down with the group, the gospel group, because they was like, we don't want our music sampled in hip hop. So when he told them what the album was about, and then they like, all right, okay, we give it a chance. So when they heard the song, they was like, yeah, we made a good decision on that. So Glory, I get that a 10 out of 10. And, just knowing the story behind it. Work, WRK. Great rapping, like through the whole album. Great rapping. However, Work was not like it's a standout because it gave me some type of Kendrick vibe to it, right? But I like the Work. Community probably be my favorite song on here, but I gave it a 9 out of 10. That's it. Featuring the clips, with with Malice and Pusha. Pusha having the best run so far this summer as a rapper. I would not be surprised if he gets Rapper of the Year or Verse of the Year. Just says something in the rap, and this song Community, man, this is dealing with gentrification. Just in case y'all didn't know, right? And he said, I put a bullet in Bob the Builder. I like that. that was dope. Let's see. And then it carries on to let's see, GZ, if that's right. And I think, God, we was talking about this last week. We was talking about regional music. We all know that the skating ring is a big thing down in Atlanta. Actually, T.I. made a movie about that a while back, dealing with the skating culture in Atlanta, roller skating culture. And I believe that joint was dope. I gave that a 9 out of 10. Also, when you listen to the lyrics, he's also, again, talking about the reason why Black neighborhoods get gentrified. But at the end of the day, he holds no accountability in his rhymes. Meaning like, oh, it's just the white man's fault. You know what I'm saying? So he's blaming the person who set the trap and not the person who took the bait. I found that interesting. I'm gonna move on a little faster. VCR, featuring Vince Staple. That was dope too. Cali collaboration. That was dope. I gave that a 9 out of 10. What's that? Skates. Oh, I think I got the ones mixed up. Skates, what I'm talking about. Skates
Yeah,
is
that was
also like a regional one, what I just mentioned about the skate culture in Atlanta. That was dope. Um, what else? What We On, and that's the next one.
Yep.
I liked that one. Wholeheartedly with Ty Dolla Signs and Six Lack or Black, however you want to pronounce his name. I gave that an 8 out of 10 because it somehow just threw off the vibe of the album, but it kind of fit, but it just threw off the vibe, right? No Bull, I can't even pronounce her name, Jessie Rise or something like that. Um, I liked that. Again, he could have replaced it with something better. The 10th song, and We Vibe, the interlude, that was dope. Um, and I'm gonna just skip on to and the one with Pastor Troy, I love that one too. I'm just gonna skip to the standouts. For Keeps, Community, VCR, Skates, I get an album an 8 out of 10. And it's
Whoa, whoa,
Are
whoa,
you
whoa,
serious right
whoa.
now, bro?
How you give it an 8 out of 10 if you gave so many songs 9s and 10s? You gave out more
yeah,
nines
cause
and tens, like 8s. So
no,
shouldn't it be like a
go ahead. I can't hear you. Yeah, go ahead. I can hear you. You chop, you chopping up. Say it again. Say it again.
I said I said you gave a lot of songs 9s and 10s. I only heard you give like one song an 8, but then you gave the album an 8 itself.
Yeah, overall. See, I got a weird point system that I had to explain to y'all another time that I haven't even figured it out yet. But I gave it an 8 out of 10 overall because it had great rapping. Some songs on there did not need to be on there. They were they were probably misplaced. However, it was good enough to put on the album. Right? And I think that he could have been, Jid to me is confusing because on one hand, his rapping is he raps so well that you compare him to legends like you hear his influences like Lil Wayne, Andre Three Stacks. You hear Lil Kendrick in there, right? And no reason why you hear Kendrick because Kendrick has the same influences, right? But he raps so well, the production barely makes it over my approval rate when it comes down to mainstream albums. But however, what makes his projects underwhelming to me is like, damn, this was good, but he just could have he's missing something, or he just could have. If he would have did it this way and took that song out and talked about this, he just left me wanting more, not in a way of a satisfying way, like in a way of maybe you'll get him on the next run. Maybe you'll get him on the next album. Maybe the next album will be that album. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I gave it an 8 out of 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Me personally, I had the hardest time listening to this album. I'm not
I
gonna lie.
know.
I
I
was
know.
trying, I was trying so hard to get through it. Like, and it's I'm torn because Jid can rap. He's a top tier MC. But to me, his songs were so confusing. I was getting lost in the sauce because it seemed like they were all over the place. Like he didn't really use any choruses, and then like you'd hear somebody singing, like it would be a singing part, just like maybe he's like looking forward into the future, pushing things forward, and I respect that, but I could not get into it. It's the production. To me, the production wasn't strong enough. Um, and yeah, I was trying to relate Like I could hear what he was saying, but I was thirsty for something to relate to, something to grab and hold on to. Like I hear everybody praising this album, and I don't understand why. Like I really don't understand why. I might be out of touch, but I just don't think it's a good album. I don't. It's all over the place. It sounds like, you ever seen a quilt like that your grandmother made, and it got all types of different little patches on it, or a
Yeah,
collage,
yeah, yeah.
or a
Yeah.
collage like when they like take little snippets from magazines and newspapers, and then they glue it all back together.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it sounded like to me. It was just really all over the place. Good rapping though, incredible. But it's like it's not the ideas aren't grounded. They aren't grounded to the point where it's like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I get where he's coming from. I feel you, yo. Like that's what was missing for me. I couldn't get into it.
So I mean,
Unfortunately,
far as his rhyming, I mean, was it something like, I'm trying to understand? Was it something like you didn't feel? Was it the bars? Because sometimes, you know, as I was getting in the middle of the album, I'm saying to myself, it's almost borderline freestyle rap. Like he's
yeah,
jumping. It's almost like he's jumping topics. You know how Lil Wayne does it a lot on his Carter series. It's like, you know, okay, we get it, you can rap, but you know, stay on topic. You get what I'm saying? But
yeah. And I'm not saying he wasn't staying on
but
topic. What I'm saying is his
yeah,
songs didn't
he was
have,
staying on topic.
yeah, the songs didn't really have an anchor to like let you know, like, okay, that's what this song is about. Like, in order for you to really know what the song is about, you really gotta listen. So for a casual listener or a person who don't really listen to hip hop like that, it's probably gonna be confusing.
Yeah, yeah. It's sort of it's different. Like I went let's talk about his label bar, J. Cole. When you hear albums like Forest Hill Drive, For Your Eyes
Mhm.
Only, they're consumption. What's the word I'm using? Conceptual albums. Every
Mhm.
song has an anchor to it, just about. You know where
Yes.
Cole is going. You get what I'm saying? He's taking you on
Yeah.
a journey. I
He's
didn't get
painting a
this.
picture. He's
Yeah,
painting a clear picture.
yeah,
You like, okay, that's what he's talking about.
exactly. I didn't get this all the way from this album. I got little snippets of it.
Mhm.
Little, like when you hear the song Community, I knew it was talking about gentrification,
Right.
right? And then the
Exactly.
song that followed up on it, it tells you how it actually gets to this point, almost like a reverse in time, right?
Mhm.
So you know, he showed little signs of anchoring. I won't just say he didn't have any anchors, but for the most part, his ship was actually sailing out to the ocean. If you get my drift.
I
So,
get exactly what you're saying.
but yeah, yeah.
Now,
So, anything you want to say, Bizzle? Or
I feel like this album showcases more Jay's technical ability than him focusing on a conceptual album. I feel like this album is some of the songs that I feel like he had an idea, but he didn't stick through with the idea. I feel like he got very distracted on this album. Um, it's a good album to listen to. I like some of the songs on there. I think one of the singles he had on there, it's been out for a while. Like Work, that song's been out for a while. It's been on TikTok and everything. I think that's one of the best songs people know, more than any other song on there. But it just kind of fit the album really. Work didn't really fit the album. Like it went from gospel, it went from sad to things
right.
work on the album. It just
Right.
that's like twerk music almost. You know what I mean? Actually, like there were.
was there like a sexy red hook
Yeah.
in there?
That was a sample.
Yeah,
That
I
was
think it
her.
was Sexy Red on
That
it.
was her.
Yeah, it was
That's
like
her
twerk.
sample.
Yeah. I
I
can't figure
remember.
that.
Don't don't judge my TikTok. I'm not saying I watch that stuff, but I remember seeing some twerk videos with that same exact song.
Because
And I'm
that song,
like,
that'd be the song to do it to. Yep.
I said, what's that? I said, what's that song doing on that album?
But
I'm a
but
little
but
confused.
but can we be fair and say that this album, like you said, Gemma One is a collage of himself?
Yeah, you can say that.
I mean,
And
You
maybe
know,
that's the beauty of the album. Maybe
That's what
maybe
I
that's
got.
the appeal. I don't know.
That's what
But
I
I couldn't really get into it because of it.
see. When I
uh,
look at the title,
mhm,
God does love like ugly, right?
Mm-hmm.
The first song, when that beat first came in, I didn't like that beat at first. Like it was intentional to be
uh,
disjointed like that. Like it was,
yeah, to be ugly, intentional to
yeah.
be ugly.
So I think that's what the whole purpose of this album was, to be done in an ugly way, where you don't got the typical hooks and all that type of the normal format. So it's supposed
Right.
to be disjointed like that, because it's like life. The life that we live as individuals. A lot of us live conflicted lives. Most of
Mhm.
us live conflicted lives. Like we
All,
try to
all,
get to
all,
the.
all of us on this panel, I believe. I'm
That's
I'm
what I'm
not
saying.
God, but
That's why
that's
I
what I'm
say
saying.
most. When I say most,
Yeah,
I'm just saying I know me.
yeah,
I
yeah,
live a
yeah,
conflicted life. But I know
yeah.
that most people also live, because there's one way behind closed doors and there's another way in the public. You know what I mean? There's what you believe and there's what you want to stick to, but then there's sometimes you just don't. You just go do what you want to do. You know what I mean? That's a part of
Exactly.
all of our lives. So, given that, I think that's what this album is about. That's what I liked about it, and I like
No
number
doubt, no
nine.
doubt.
You know what I mean? That's what I liked about it. Not like nine was my favorite wholeheartedly. The one that's what I kind of liked out of there. But that's like the whole. That was the one. That's what Ty Dolla Sign.
And 6 Lack or Black. That's one of the songs I felt that was just out of place in this project, just because the level of the song,
Right.
of them making the song, not the concept of the song, the level, the production, how they did the song. It would have been good anywhere else. Hell, if I would have had the song, I'd probably been best song on my album. But the fact that it was the level of, what we heard before that, it didn't equal up to what was
Right.
already been done on the album. That's the only thing.
Yeah, kind of like when you say he was digging for gold, right? You're gonna
Yeah,
get the nugget. It's not gonna come out looking like it's refined yet. You know what I mean? So I think that's what he purposely. I don't know. That's like the artist in him. I think that's what this is. This whole project is.
Word. Okay. That's
do
a
you
good way to
think
look at
that
it.
Malice, hear Malice verse on Community, right? Do you think that he's due for a solo project this year? He been on a run, man. I mean, to me, he has the best verse on the whole.
And he had a lot.
On
He
the
had a
whole.
lot of. Yeah, he had a lot of very shining moments in the Clips album too. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
Coming
oh yeah,
through.
oh yeah. So I think he's due. When the iron is hot, strike it, man. I think he's due. So I gave it an 8 out of 10. God, what do you give it?
I gave it an 8 as well, because I like listening to it. But at the same time, I was thrown off a little bit with the way things were, like a lot of the format. But after say about halfway into it, I was starting to think about how the first song went, and then when it gets to say about number 14, you get a bit of that vibe again where it takes it back down. Like it's purposely
Yeah,
not sounding pleasing. You know what I mean? So I said,
got you.
oh, it's on purpose. This is on purpose. You know what I mean? Dreamville, you know what I mean? So they trying to put this together where you get these different pictures, you know what I mean? So on
Yeah.
the giving you ugly and beautiful all at the same time.
Also, I seen a struggle between him and Cole, because Cole was behind this. So I see a struggle between, create. Although Dreamville and TDE is known for giving their artists free range, at the same time I see like Cole, like maybe you put this here, and I see that struggle. Real quick before I go to Jammer One and Quan Bizzle. Um, the last song on here, what was
Keeps.
that? That was Keeps. I love that song. I'm surprised nobody mentioned nothing about this song, that record. He's telling you about his humble beginnings and how he became who he is now, J.I.D. or Jed, right? I like how he actually went back, except for forward, You would think that a song like that would have been in the beginning, but it ended up at the end. So I appreciate that too. I'm surprised nobody mentioned that. Quan Bizzle, what do you give it out of 10?
A 7 out of 10. I think I've always, ever since like 2021, I've always liked Jid as a future artist. Because you just have your artists that you just like them when they feature on other songs. Then you have your artists that you like, you like them when they're solo and they make their albums and stuff. I don't really see Jid really. I don't really enjoy Jid really making albums too much. I'm not saying I wouldn't listen to it. I just feel like I enjoy him more featuring on other people's projects and stuff like that. He's a good future artist. It's not to disrespect him as a MC or as a lyricist. He's a very good artist. I just like when he features on other people's projects a lot more. Yeah.
Would you give it Gemma? Would you give it Gemma 1? You probably give it a 3 out of 10, man.
No, I'm not going to go that low, but I will give it a 5. I'll give it a 5
Oh,
because
oh,
I'm gonna give it a 5 because I respect his pen, I respect his skill, I respect his vision, but I like beauty. I love beautiful music. I like gentle music. I like music that's orchestrated and organized and walks a straight line. That's just what I like. Um, if he made an album that was intentionally ugly, much respect to that, because that's a brave thing to do. But yeah, that's the only reason why I'm gonna give it a 5 because of my personal taste. Nothing against him. Is just, and the 5 ain't bad. The 5 is boom, right there in the middle, right
that's
there in the
that's
middle.
that's mediocre, man. That's mediocre.
Look,
Oh
I had
God.
so much trouble. I had trouble getting from start to finish. I'm like, what is going on here? But I was liking his verses. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Um. I had to do it. I'm like the Skip Bayless of Kendrick Lamar these days, man. How do y'all compare to Gen X? Do you like Gen X better than this album?
I do. I like GNX much better than this album.
Mm,
And I give GNX a 7.
okay.
But
I,
I like it much better than this album because out of all Kendrick's albums, GNX to me is his weakest album. But not a bad album at all.
I'm gonna go on a limb and say this is better than Gen X, in my opinion. Sonically, I liked it better. There's better features on here. Um, what else? And it's better rapping. Let's just cut it. It's better rapping, man.
It is
Now
yeah, I would agree
it's
with
better
that.
rapping, better features. I liked it better sonically. I'm not a fan of Mustard, although I learned to respect them. I'm just not a fan of that sound. You get what I'm saying? So I like it better Gen X. And the reason why I brought this up because, everybody swing a nut hug on Kendrick. Oh my God, this is the best album ever. But when
They
someone
do.
come out and do something better than him, it's like falling on deaf ears. The media don't pick it up. You get what I'm saying? Hip hop stations don't praise it as much as they should. You get what I'm saying? I like the clips. God sort them out better than Gen X.
Man,
You
the
know what I'm
clips,
saying?
the clip, God, Let God Sort Them Out is
But it's not.
one of the best albums that came out in decades.
Yeah, but
That's a
then
perfect album.
it's not going. It's not. I won't say it's perfect, but it's not gonna.
I do.
It's not gonna get as just due as Gen X. You feel what I'm saying? So I just want to say I know I'm becoming the Skip Bayless of Kendrick, man, but that's not the case. Some people say that.
He knows he likes him. He knows he likes Kendrick, man.
No, I was right. Yeah, I know. I was rocking. I was rocking Pimple Butterfly, but guess what? I was skipping through a lot of it too.
You was not skipping.
I was skipping through a lot
Kendrick
of it.
got Kendrick got 3 perfect albums. Three perfect albums.
What are they?
Good Kid, Mad City, To Pimp a Butterfly, and Damn.
has. Dang, that's crazy, man.
Kanye West got five. Kanye West got five.
I like
Five perfect albums.
I like Drake's catalog better than Kendrick's.
Oh heck no.
I do, man. I like
No
Drake's catalog better
way.
than I
No
do.
Are you
way.
serious right now, bro?
I think Drake got like
Kendrick,
two perfect. Drake got like two perfect albums. Out of all
Kendrick
those
got a lot
albums
of
he got.
Kendrick got a lot of skip value to it. He got a lot of skip value and
What
non-playbacks.
songs do you be skipping?
So do
A lot
Drake.
of them.
Drake got a lot of skip value.
Not as much as Kendrick though.
No, I
Not
totally
as much.
disagree.
Not as much as
I
Kendrick.
totally disagree. When I listened to an album, Kendrick album, the Kendrick album I skipped on the most was "Damn," and I skipped probably 2 songs on there. And I didn't skip nothing on Good Kid, Mad City or
What about Miss?
Pimp a Butterfly.
What about Miss?
Those 2
What
albums
about
had
Mr.
no skip. I wasn't a big
What about
fan of
Mr.
Mr.
Morale?
Morale. I wasn't a big fan of Mr. Morale. It's incredible, yes, but I didn't sit with it the way I needed to sit with it. So, yeah. But it's still a great album.
That's fair. That's fair because I got because I had
Just
once
because
again
of what it's about, you know, just because of the content of the album. It's like one of those albums you have to be in a certain kind of mindset to listen to.
yeah
It's
yeah.
definitely
You
not
gotta be
something that you just listen. It's not something. It's not for casual listening. I don't think.
yeah. It's to be steady when you listen.
Yeah.
When you're listening to it, it's to be steady.
Yeah.
You talking about Mr. Morale, right? Especially that
Yeah.
one.
Mr. Morale.
Yeah. But yeah. Because I actually liked it. Schoolboy album, Blue Lips. I think that's what it is, Blue Lips, right?
Yep, Blue Lips.
I liked it that better than Mr. Morale when it came
Mhm.
out. I just did. And I like what is that? What's the name of the Schoolboy joint? His best album. I can't even think of it right now. No, hell no. That one's trash. What was it? Blank Face. Blank Face, right? Go look
Blank
it up real
Face?
quick. Yeah,
I don't
blank.
know.
Yeah, Blank Face.
Though.
It's Blank Face, right?
Yeah.
Blank Face to me is better than Damn, hands down, hands down. And
I
nobody,
can't say I never heard it, so I can't even say.
Go listen to it. And nobody in the industry is gonna argue that Blank Face is not as better. The Damn is better than Blank Face.
I kind of find that hard to believe, but I'll go listen to it.
Go listen to it. Go listen to it. Go listen to it. All right, fellas. I don't know if this wraps it up. Is anything else on the bracket? If not, we good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we good.
Yeah, we good. So where can they find you at, Gov?
At governorsmansion.net. Or you can just catch me at Governor's Mansion on Instagram, actually.
Where can they find you, Quan Bizzle?
Nostalgia Music
on Instagram and all the other platforms.
You can find Jammer One. Where can they find you, brother?
Jammer One, JAMMAWUN on YouTube, and just leave it at that. On YouTube, check me out.
Gotcha. You find Guess I Said on all platforms, YouTube, Facebook. I hate saying Facebook. This make it sound so old. TikTok, Instagram. I haven't put up I don't have a X account yet. I need to put one up, but I don't have one up yet. You feel me? And go to the Patreon, man. You know, it's just $5. You know, we got videos out that's only on Patreon. Pretty soon I'll probably be releasing them. Not when you want me to release them. Go pay for that. You feel me? So I guess that's it, man. That wraps it up. You fellas, man, once again, salute. Appreciate y'all. It's been a blast.
This is it. That's
Yeah,
it for this week.
Yeah,
Oh,
unless
okay.
y'all had another topic.
I thought we was going to do Umar, but okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
If that's
yeah,
it.
the thing, the thing with Umar. That's the thing with Umar. I'm tired of talking about that guy, man. He's he's cooked, bro. You know what I'm saying? We got to get back to our unpopular opinion, man. We got to really come up with a strong topic. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I couldn't figure no topic at offhand. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I couldn't think of anything. You know what I'm saying? But that's it, man. But yeah, Umar, man, we got a video out on YouTube about Umar. You know what I'm saying? Listeners, go check that out. Oh, a shout out to our 5 new subscribers this week. Sorry we can't call you by name because I don't have my list, but you know who you are. We appreciate you. Thank you. Keep, spread the word. Share, like, subscribe. You know the business. It's your favorite podcast. We out.
Peace.
Peace.
Share.